Warm greetings to colleagues in the CVF and best wishes to the CVF Presidency of Bangladesh, represented by Her Excellency Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The pandemic has imposed physical restrictions on what we can do, but certainly not on our resolve to act with greater urgency and ambition. The Philippines chaired the CVF in 2015 and 2016. We fought hard to enshrine the 1.5 degrees Celsius long-term temperature goal in the Paris Agreement. Today, what was once considered a quixotic target is now the global benchmark for climate ambition. Colleagues, we are in one big fight. Nations hardest hit, least responsible and equipped, and worst affected by climate change and the pandemic are working day and night to deliver new climate ambitions this year. As we had pledged before, we remain unequivocally committed to delivering our enhanced NDC before the year ends. But we certainly cannot do it all on our own. Our President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, has framed today's challenge in stark terms, and I quote, "The same urgency needed to fight COVID-19 is needed to address the climate crisis. This is a global challenge that has worsened existing inequalities and vulnerabilities from within and between nations." The Philippines joined the Paris Agreement to fight climate change. We call on all parties, especially those who have not made good on the commitment to fight climate change, to honor the same. Unquote. We thank President Xi Jinping for exemplifying global leadership with China's climate pledge at the United Nations General Assembly. But what about developed nations? Europe, for one, must take the lead of its own parliamentarians who voted last September to reduce Europe's emissions by 60% in 2030 from 1990 levels. Anything less is shameful. Now is not the time to cower behind excuses. Cowardice today will only let the youth remember who the pariahs were in the international community during the time of their greatest need. The midnight hour on the 31st of December is upon us. It will determine the future of generations to come. It will set the kind of future that leaders today choose for midnight's children. It is time we act together with courage, honor, and a far higher sense of justice and hope.